Rumble 5 on the 5th of July, Sunday. We've got a 15 fight action-packed bill on with 2 challenge belts. They're a new belt by the British Boxing Board of Control, and the first 2 fighters to fight for them will be Thomas Asumba and Tommy Ward. So at different weights, so we've got 2 title fights on, or we've got 3 title fights with a area title fight, Peter Cope and John Green. It's a return of the first fight that, and there was 1 point in it, and so they both fancy the chances again. So that's a large undercard, like I say, 15 fights, so worth going to see. We've got a host of fighters here. There's a few who can't come because of work commitments. So I'll just introduce the fighters. Would you like to give your name?
Jonathan McClumber,
Gary Fox, John Green,
Thomas Sumbo,
Martin Ward,
Tommy Ward, Peter Cobb,
Jordan Ellison, Sam Best, James Barnes.
yes sir.
Where's Dixon? Where's Dixon? Michael should be here. Oh, Michael, these 2 next to each other fighting for a North East derby as well, by the way, these 2. So,
Did me fighting you?
So if any of you would like to throw any questions at anybody, feel free to ask.
I'd like to put a question in. I've noticed that Malgate, it was in the paper today, that in the Chronicle, that Steve Wraith says he's got the cream of the icing on the cake now. Would it be possible, do you think, that Thomas would be able to fight Babyface Nelson on the Stadium of Light show?
he's fighting for free.
Right.
Fighting for free.
It takes on them.
Thomas will fight any fly. I manage Thomas. Thomas will get down to light flyweight, and he can do fly, super fly. Thomas will fight anybody. He fight Nelson for free.
Winner takes all.
And I think like the cherry on the cake, the cherry on the cake. These lads here, you know.
Ah, they are.
free Thomas.
Right. He'll fight for free, Thomas as well.
So what do you think now?
Be a good fight. Be a good fight. But you know, obviously rival promoters will always like big their fights up and big their shows up, you know, but like 15 fights and 3 title fights, we don't really have to big the show up. Anybody just has to attend and they'll see the quality of our show.
Just with the way the Chronicle put Nelson up this morning.
Nelson's a good lad, and I wish him best of luck, like, but I hope he keeps defending his title. But that fight never happened. That fight, we would have that fight, but it never happened. That fight, you know what I mean? I think highly of my Thomas, and that fight never happened. Like, but like I say, you know what the papers are like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know it's Chewy Renner, right? You know, but you know what it's like.
And Stevie Ray's a good friend of ours.
Phil, tell us a bit about Thomas's fight for this challenge belt.
Well, do you want to go name?
He's fighting somebody from Georgia. It's the lads had 11, won 9 and lost 2, and we've tried to get. Unfortunately, he fights at the same weight as his brother Martin. So Martin was supposed to fight for the English title. So we've tried to get any available British super bantam to box for the English title, and we couldn't get nobody. So then we decided to move Tommy on a little bit if we could. So then we offered fights for the super bantamweights in the ratings who weren't English, Welsh, Scotch, any, and to box Tommy, and no joy. So like really we went through the full list of super bantams between the 2 of them. So unfortunately we're boxing foreign opposition, which on our shows we prefer local men against local men if we can, because that's what people like to see.
Regarding Martin, I think Roy, you know what had happened. Me and Neil submitted a purse bid to the British Boxing Board of Control to stage our English title fight, which obviously we won it. Me and Neil won it. And when it obviously the contracts weren't coming back quick enough, Martin sent his contract. And to be perfectly honest, I said all along this fight would never happen. I just had a funny feeling. But obviously it's the same old story. It's like same as my other men foot. The kid come back injured. He had no intention of fighting Martin. That's my opinion anyway, you know. And since then, Mick Marsden has offered obviously Martin's very disappointed, he's not fighting for the title, but our hands are tied. If nobody wants to take the fight, we cannot do it, can we?
No. And all credit to Martin Ward. He trained up to yesterday for a 10-round fight, sparring with top fighters. And so it's only up till yesterday that we really give up hope.
Have you found that Thomas has simplified? Who's he got?
Well, with Thomas he's a little bit different. Obviously Thomas has got a good background. He's been fighting, sparring with Paul Butner. He's been sparring with all the top lads in the country. And Thomas said, this man is the best man he's ever sparred. And he's been sparring with world champions. But we've asked everybody in the country at flyweight, super flyweight. Thomas can do light flyweight, and we've had to get somebody abroad. The kid who was fighting abroad, he's fought for not a high world title. He's won a world title, but he's fighting a kid who's had he's had 12. He's knocked 8 out, and he's lost 2. So it's a big step up for Thomas for a 10 rounder, you know, especially on his 4th fight. And that's Neil will tell you, that's really unheard of. Somebody fighting for a 10 rounder on his 4th fight. But like I say, I've got high hopes for Thomas, you know. Like I say, he's been all over the country sparring with the best, you know. So I mean, Neil have got him on for a belt. So hopefully after this fight, I'll try and push Thomas on to the Commonwealth, you know, because we were in a little bit of a rush with Thomas, you know.
And Neil, you mentioned about local fighting against local. Will we ever see brother against brother, do you think?
No.
Let's go philosophy.
Hey?
The brothers don't fight brothers.
Well, it's impossible in it really, as far as, you know, it's like they'd have to go the separate ways to different camps, you know, and
I'll take this one, yeah. The reason why brother won't fight brother is because we're a very close family and very close brothers, you know. Never ever fight one another.
I would never expect it.
But the way it will turn out is me and Matt will clean up a super bantamweight division. Every belt, anybody. And in the end of we're going to own all of them. Like the Klitschko brothers. We're going to take over.
I wouldn't want nothing to do with them, with a fight with them two anyway, you know, because obviously I'm promoting them both with Nate from Thingley, and obviously they're really close net, these two, you know, they bring each other on, you know, so it would be close in the call as well. So I think they just stop family brothers, that's about it.
I'm not frightened of nobody, but I'd be frightened to tell the man.
Or the dad.
Obviously, there is a couple of local derbies on there. One of them starting off there with Peter and John. You've been in there, it was a close fight. You've both moved on since then as well, both advanced. So, what are your thoughts on the rematch as it is?
To be honest, last time I didn't think it was a close fight. I thought it won by, I didn't really think I lost many rounds, but I think 1 or 2, if that. So this time I just wanted to just show me improvements really, I think, and I'm expecting to shootout win.
I was first to admit, I thought I lost the fight first time round, whether it was a point or not. I'm just happy I've got the opportunity to put things right where I went wrong. So I'm trying to step on my game now.
I think for the both of you, just being involved in a local derby as well, it always does get that bit more of the atmosphere from the fans and things like that. So
yeah, well, I know a lot of people who know Peter, he knows a lot of people who, you know, got same friends, you know, so it's exciting.
Yeah. And the big boys? Just big match this week?
The local derby?
Yeah. Just sparred together on Tuesday, was it?
Just Tuesday, aye.
Sparred together on Tuesday. But the out of the force they said you'd be fighting James.
That's what I like. You've got to take your hat off. It's his first fight. You know, the North East boxers fighting each other. I like the corpses. Adam was fighting North East derbies. He's North East. That's what we like now, the North East derbies.
Well, you've got to pay the fighters credit who take North East fights. Yeah. They need credit because, you know, some of the best fights you've ever watched is local derbies. You know, just the most exciting and that. There's a big pride at stake. You know, and I always pay people credit me who take them because it's just as easy to say on my local show, I want somebody, you know, I'll save that fight or just to dodge it in a way. So they deserve the credit.
You remember the Foxy, I'm glad that Foxy's back, man. I missed the Fox. And Foxy and Epper, that was a classic fight, you know, them two fights, you know. And you've got Johnson coming back as well after his bad cut of his last fight, you know, so I'm looking forward to seeing him out, you know. So credit to all the lads, you know.
I'm looking forward to it.
Could I just ask Foxy what it's like to fight? You fought on this show before.
Well, fight to fight really, like, it doesn't really matter where it is, but this is a good venue, and obviously if the weather's good, it's a good day, you know what I mean?
Johnson had a crack a couple of years ago as well with Mr. Buchanan.
Beat him and all. I beat him and all. It wasn't
No, it's our fifth anniversary this show. We've already built for next year, because I heard a little whisper there was a rival trying to get the stadium alight, but nobody's taking us off me and Neil, I don't know, nobody. They've been in trying to get our venue, but the club phoned us and said, they wouldn't tell us, said somebody else has been trying to build this venue. You've got first refusal, so we're built for the 12th next year, I think.
Tickets on sale for that next year, yeah.
Tickets on sale. I'm in the car. Peter loves the tickets. Is anything else? You do 1-to-1 now with the lads, you know, so thanks for turning up anyway, lads.